your hosts today are Eric, myself, and Felipe Argento.
December is the holiday season, right? And I guess DevCon gave us a lot of reason to celebrate. Cartesi got 2 speaking opportunities on the main DevCon stage, so that was quite nice.
I guess the other thing that was very relevant to touch on here today is the approval of the validator marketplace proposal. I think that's a very important decision that was taken together with the support of the community. Something that brings a very important utility for CTSI. Let's delve into the marketing updates.
Here you can see some snippets of our swag that stole the show at DevCon. And you guys, Felipe, Eric, you got to see it and feel it and touch it in real life, yeah? So hope it felt good, and we've been happy to hear here and there some great feedback.
I think this was the Cartesi event of the best swag ever. I loved everything, from the penguin to the cap to the apron. That was amazing.
I think the simplicity that we're bringing here is a step in that direction. At least people don't need to reinvent the wheel. They can reuse the software they use on mainstream. And now, ecosystem updates. And what they are. Oh, what
developer advocacy. What's up with that?
So we are keeping on the development of V2 resources update. This means docs and lots of content around it, like videos, content creation tooling that we're building around it. It was very good to experiment our experimentation with Avail because we had our track with them, right?
I also heard that you collected evidence on the ground that Cartesi is really simple to use, isn't it?
Yes. This was something very rewarding to hear, to learn, because both the winners of our main tracks on ground, we only met them basically when they were delivering the projects. They didn't come to us asking for assistance. They didn't even reach out on Discord for support, which means that our developer journey is very well aligned. Of course, there's a lot of people to thank for that. So it's really good to know that Cartesi's journey is working on its own.
That's such a great achievement, man.
Radical simplicity is an aspiration, a North Star, but also reality.
That's it.
Let's invite Bruno.
In terms of what also ecosystem is doing is trying to do light integrations that will be useful for builders in our ecosystem. One of them is the L2CAM protocol integration. Why that integration is super interesting and might be very convenient to some builders using Cartesi. It allows the merge of social media content to whatever you're building. We are doing this integration with Rives, where the L2CAM protocol can help us to generate ZK proofs of people sharing tapes on social media.
Now it's Cartesi Grants Program.
The last Dev Recap, I had shared that the Grants Council had put a governance proposal to renew the grants program for Wave2 and introduce the Intents Framework. The proposal passed, and over the last few weeks, the Grants Council has been working and preparing towards launching Wave 2 of the program. And grants program will run for 6 months. The Grants Council will be accepting proposals on a rolling basis. And we have an allocated budget of $500,000 in CTSI. And with Wave 2 going live, the community will have the opportunity to apply for grants, and there'll be 2 pathways where you can submit proposals.
Cynthia, for the community shout out.
Here is our community shout out, and today it goes to Abramov. One philosophical take, to say so, like that resonated with me, because what we are actually saying, we are saying it at the beginning, right? Because whenever we are told that something is impossible, we need to remember that it's necessary. And this should be our answer, to allow developers to go beyond the AVM, to be able to bring truly revolutionary use cases to life. Like Eric said in the intro, about doing something more meaningful, not just speculative DeFi or like small dApps that we're seeing nowadays without really improving our day-to-day life. So I think we all agree that this is made possible by Cartesi, by expanding the design space for developers. And
we're going to see you next year, very soon.
Yeah, for another exciting call. This was amazing. Always energizes me so much. It's always a pleasure.